Hey loves, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. So happy to have you here. Honestly, probably most of the people gonna watch this video are probably people that have been here for a minute that care like who I am as a person. But we're gonna play with some makeup. This look is slightly inspired by Kylie Jenner's like smoky eye that she wore to Kourtney's wedding. I'll pop it up a picture. I thought it was really pretty. I just kind of changed it a little bit to my eye shape and how I prefer to do my makeup. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to get ready and we're going to play with some makeup, and I'm going to answer your questions that you guys submitted on Instagram and YouTube. I will definitely do another one of these soon. But yeah, before we jump into the Q&A / get ready with me, I do want to say thank you very much to Dossier for partnering with me on a tiny portion of this video. You guys know, if you've been around for a minute, I love Dossier. You can see I have many fragrances back there. Absolutely love them. They are an online fragrance company, super affordable. They normally start at like $29 and they dupe high-end fragrances. They have an amazing return policy. If you get a scent and it's just not for you, you can send it back, no trouble at all. So it's, it's nice because perfumes I feel like can smell so different on so many different people. And you guys, I pretty much almost exclusively wear Dossier now because they're such good fragrances, so high quality, they last all day. They have dupes of some of my absolute favorites, but I have two new ones that I haven't sniffed that I'm going to open really quick and show you. Here are the two new ones that they sent over for me to share with you. I did pick them out. I don't remember which ones they are. I always wait until I do these videos, so I keep them and then I open them to get the first impression with you guys. This one is Citrus Neroli. This guy is inspired by Tom Ford. Neroli Portofino. So let's give it a sniff. So it smells very fresh and floral. I really like this one. So if I do already have it, it's not too bad because it is a really nice scent. It's got neroli, bergamot, mandarin, lemon, orange blossom, jasmine, lavender, musks, and amber. So it's nice because it's kind of a florally scent, but it also has the musk in there, and I really enjoy that. I always love a warm scent is my favorite forever. So this is Citrus Neroli. Got woody hyacinth. I don't even know how to say that, but you guys get me. Ooh, this is inspired by Chanel Chance. So I'm very excited for this. So it's whatever that word is that I can't pronounce. Hyacinth? Lemon, pineapple, jasmine, pink pepper, patchouli, vanilla. You guys know how I feel about vanilla. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hopefully my sickness doesn't get mad at me for spraying all these fragrances. I love the top of it. It's magnetic. Love that. Oh, it's so classic, you guys. It's so classic. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I feel like this is going to be one of my absolute favorite ones. And I really like this one. So again, this one is Woody Hyacinth. I don't even know how to say that. It always makes me feel so dumb. So if you guys want to check out Dossier, I will leave a link down below. It just lets them know that I sent you. I don't earn any sort of commission or anything, but they just will know that I sent you from this video. But yeah, thank you again to Dossier for partnering with me on this tiny portion of the video. I greatly appreciate it. I love Dossier, so I'm always happy to work with them. Okay, let's go ahead and really jump into this video. Let's go. All right, loves, let's begin. I have already hydrated my face. I just used this. We're going to do something very basic. I'm probably honestly just going to put on the makeup as I talk to you guys because trying to explain things, my brain is just like not 100% here today. So, I mean, what's new but extra, okay? So we're just going to do what we can. So I'm going to go ahead and put on some foundation. I'm actually going to mix my moisturizer into Conceal and Define. This is my always and forever favorite. And I just feel like that's the move. It might be, I am super duper fair, you guys. I haven't put makeup on in like over a week. Over a week. That's how sick I've been. I think I grabbed the wrong foundation. This one's like gone. Yeah, this is the gone one. Oh man. We're gonna do what we can. There's the tiniest bit left in here. Grab the wrong one, but that's okay. I have these dry patches on my face too, and I don't know if that's from the sick or medication that I've been on, but very profesh here. I'm just gonna put this on and then I'll get to a question. Actually, I know the first question that someone asked is just like, how are you? How have you been? I'll pop that one on the screen and I'll get so you guys can see the actual question, but that was basically the gist of it. So I'm going to use that as an opportunity to tell you guys where I've been, what's going on, why I missed Monday's upload, I mean, a lot of you guys know, if you saw any of the videos from last week, you've seen that I've been sick. I had a sinus infection that's been brewing for over a month, and I knew it was coming. But I have found if I go to the doctor before it's like full blown, they always just like are like, it's just allergies, it's just this. But there's certain things that happen in my body that like I know there's an infection going on. If anyone else has autoimmune issues, you probably understand that sometimes certain things start flaring up more, and you just can tell. There's certain pains in your face that you can tell from a sinus infection. So definitely had one of those. Excuse me. Went to Seattle. Me coming in with more coverage. This is going to be quite entertaining. This is just the Pretty Natural foundation. I feel like my cheeks are just need extra coverage today. So yeah, had that. Went to Seattle. Honestly, didn't feel that good most of the time I was there. Had like an anxiety attack at the show. Everything that went wrong could go wrong. They say don't travel during Mercury retrograde, and I tempted fate. So we still had a good time, don't get me wrong, and the show was really good. Just everything that could go wrong like basically went wrong. So it wasn't as relaxing as I was hoping it would be. So anyway, I get home, I push myself, I'm still feeling crappy. I see a doctor, not one mention of it being possibly the sick, the sick that's going around. We're just going to call it that, the sick, because I don't want to get demonetized, because sometimes if you talk about stuff like that, YouTube loves to demonetize you. But I'm just patting this out, you guys. And I had tested multiple times before, and like I was negative or whatever. But I think because I pushed myself and I went out, guess what? Ended up getting the sick. I'm double vaccinated and boosted, but feeling pretty rough still, especially because I had a sinus infection at the same time. So then, so I'm dealing with all of this, starting to feel better. It's a very slow process. Any of you guys that have had it, I'm sure you know. So starting to feel better. I sprained my ankle. I sprained my ankle. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? Just getting up from the bed, I was getting up to go feed my cats and just stepped wrong, went down. My whole side of my foot is black and blue. It's disgusting. I hate bruises so much. So much. So it's been a really rough week. Oh, and if you want to put things on top of that, for my sinus infection, I was on antibiotics, which mess with birth control, which you guys know, PMDD, all of the things. So my birth control wasn't working. So I got cramps and all the fun, emotional issues with that. So it's been, I haven't left the house because I'm isolating all by myself for over a week. And I'm almost there. I'm almost to 10 days, which is exciting. But didn't get to see the bean, missed going to a show with my sister. Like, you gotta do what you gotta do, I'm not gonna go out like this knowing I'm sick. I need to get Poshmark packages to the post office. So those are coming. Don't worry. They will get shipped as soon as I, can get there, or get someone there for you, actually, more likely. By the way, it's my driving foot that I sprained. This is just the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. So, not that I can go anywhere anyway, for like tomorrow's day 10, so we're almost there, but girl, I'm like not even really, I'm looking in the mirror, but I'm not really looking in the mirror. We're just throwing this on. I should find another question. I screenshotted some questions I asked you guys, what you had. Sorry to start this off on like a poopy note, but I just want you guys to know like where I've been, what's going on. It kills me to miss uploads. I love you guys so much, and I love doing this, and I'm a bit of a workaholic, and it's been driving me insane. So maybe I should still be in bed right now, but filming this will make my mental health better because I'll have this. Plus, it gives me something to do. This is so low key. I chose a couple videos to film today that were going to be very low key. I took a break once I came downstairs because even just coming downstairs is like exhausting right now. So, it is what it is. But we're just doing our best. That's all I can do. And thanks for listening to me whine for a minute there. I'm one of those people, if I rant or whine, I always feel better. So I'm sure you guys know that by now. So it is what it is. I'm literally just using the makeup out of the bag I took to Seattle. So it's like bare minimum. But I have some stuff down here. A lot of what's down here is old and needs to be thrown out. Like, I haven't touched my vanity, to be honest with you guys, in probably over a year, besides like some of the glitter out of it. But most of this, like, I don't know, it just needs to go. We'll get there. I probably really will do a declutter video because like it's basically going to be me just taking all this stuff out of the drawers and getting rid of it, because that's all you can do. That's all you can do. I know a lot of people don't love makeup. I know some people still love makeup, but it is, you know, it is what it is. I'm just excited to be talking to you guys, even though you're not really here. Your girl's lonely. It's 444. It took me all day to get this. I need to prop my foot up. I decided to come all the way down here, even though it was more of a venture. I'm downstairs, cause just I knew the lighting would be better and stuff like that. And I don't know. It feels good to be down here. So I don't know why I have a Jersey accent all of a sudden, but it's happening. I'll be good. Ask, what's your favorite food? Some of these questions are coming from Instagram. Some are coming from YouTube. So I asked them both. This video is probably going to be really long because my favorite food, you guys, the amount of money, I mean, I've only gotten takeout twice since I've been home, but right now I'm obsessed with Caesar salads and vegan Caesar salads, of course. This place here called Allie's Vegan Cafe has the best Caesar salad. And like, even when I've been sick, that's like, oh, it's been so good. That and their garlic fries, so good. So good. I think being a vegan, it's funny because had you asked me that question when I was not a vegan, I'm going to start doing my brow. Oh no, I'm going to start contouring, conceal and define. My answer probably would have been different. You know what I really randomly missed? When we were on our trip, the bean got a cheese, well, he got a chicken quesadilla, but like, I should answer this actually. Hello? Yeah, this is her. Sorry about that, guys. It was an important call that I needed to schedule a doctor's appointment for something. And I had just put this on, so it's not blending the best because it just sat there for a minute, but you guys get it. I'm just gonna push these back, even though I do not look cute with those back, but it's fine. We're just gonna do what we can do, you know? So anyway, I was just talking about food, Taco Bell. I miss Taco Bell, but but yeah, right now I feel like my favorite food changes depending on what mood I'm in, and I'll be like fixated on a food for a while and then I will switch. And right now Caesar salads and but always bread. If you need one that's always solid, bread is always my favorite. When was the time you started accepting your body with love? This is from Jenny Petty. I am going to figure it out. I'm going to use Rare Beauty Love, which is what I've been using nonstop, obsessed. Let's see. Mostly since I've been on YouTube. I feel like it's probably been since I really started doing clothing hauls. It's just pushed me out of my, you know, my comfort zone. It's made me, honestly, YouTube as a whole has really made me look at myself in like a different way because I have to look at myself all the time. That it almost, like some days, don't get me wrong, I still have plenty of bad days, and self-love is such a roller coaster. It's not a destination, it is a journey. And I honestly, I don't even know. I feel like I'm just like neutral with myself, like body neutral. Like like sure, there's some days where I'm like, oh, I think I look good, but it's not like every day I'm walking around like, I think I'm cute. That's not what self-love is either. But that's not what self-love really is either. Maybe for some people, not for me, sadly. But that's okay. I'm honestly very, very pleased with where I've gotten to. Like, there are times back in the day where I wouldn't have even sat here with a short sleeve shirt on. I didn't let you guys see my body in the beginning of YouTube. That's why I did makeup instead of fashion, even though I love both and always have loved both. But once I started feeling what it felt like to feel different about myself instead of hating myself every single moment of every day, that's when I don't know, I just, hopefully that makes sense. I think just YouTube's been such a big help with that. And I mean, people don't need to do YouTube, but I think something that in relation to that you could do is, you know, get dressed up, take photos of yourself, because I always, especially around the spooky lookbook time, that's when I honestly feel the best about myself, even though I have to stare at myself even more and like critique and like, I don't know, we just, it all depends on the day. It always makes me feel cute, you know, and it is what it is. So I don't know, just getting used to like looking at yourself more. I feel like, does that make sense? Because I feel like I used to hide from mirrors. I used to hide from pictures. So it just made me create a different image in my head than what I actually look like. Like in my head, it's different. And now I just like, I'm me and it's fine and it is what it is. And again, good days, bad days, but I know I'm not making sense. So I'm just doing my best, guys. Hopefully you take something from that. I will try and touch. I want to do more self-love stuff and help you guys with that more because that's, you know, very, very important to me. And that's honestly the biggest reason why I have this channel and the biggest reason I've focused on fashion, you know, because I want you guys to be able to wear whatever you want, because you guys, you know how fun it is to put on a dress that I, you know, 5 years ago would never have worn and wear it out. Like the outfit I wore to Nothing Nowhere when I was in Seattle, I wore a cute little Killstar dress. I did wear tights. I almost always wear tights, but it was at night. So I feel like tights are fine any time of year at night. And I wore like a little moto jacket. And I don't know, back in the day, I would have dreamed to wear something like that. And I wouldn't have let myself. And even when I was saying that, I was like, this dress is kind of short. But I just did my thing. Hi, Queen. Cats are too excited that I'm doing anything. Oh, the sunny stuff. She said, no question. Just want to say I love you and keep up with you even though I don't talk much. Thank you. I love you. I really love you guys so much. I hope you know that. I so freaking much. They call me Illy. I'm sorry. I don't have my glasses on because I'm doing my makeup. But what are some of your favorite YouTubers to watch? Looking for new people to sub to. I mostly watch vegan food videos. Jacqueline Forbes does What I Eat Today videos. Those are like my favorite. Sweet Simple Vegan, the Edgy Veg. But I also still love to watch Taylor. Taylor Wynn. I'm sure you guys know who she is. Oh my goodness. I need to pluck these. I'm not surprised I need to pluck these brows. You know what? Brows are boring. So I am going to pause you even though I have to stand up to do it. I'm going to go ahead and pluck my brows and put on my brows really quick, and then we'll come back and finish this, okay? The look, I'm sure you guys can see. I'll put it on the screen, but that's what I was planning to do. So I think we're just going to do some sort of smoky wing because I should have used some shadow shields, but I was not thinking. I just got too excited to put makeup on my face and I just messed up. So we're just going to do what we can do. Loosely base it off this. I don't want to sit here and stare at the picture because I need to be swiping through your questions. If you could move anywhere in the US, where would it be? She says that she would move to Washington State. Honestly, I mean, I love it here because I'm close to my family and stuff like that. But if I could have my family with me, like, honestly, Portland. I love Portland, Oregon. I do love the Northeast as well, but I haven't spent a lot of time there. I've spent a decent enough time in Portland to know that I would probably enjoy it. Plus, I used to live over by Seattle, and it's semi-similar. It's different, but, you know, the vibe. I feel like it's just so vegan friendly there and stuff like that, and just I don't know, the shows they always have good shows, stuff like that. It's just so pretty over there. But I don't know if I ever would move. Full Figured Fairy Tale asked, would you do group plus size outings or are you more of a solo one-on-one sort of person? I would love to. I just started following some girls and some companies that kind of do those trips so that if someday I can afford it, I would be able to go. Because I just saw Natalie Means Nice. She's always going on amazing trips and love her. If you aren't following her on Instagram, just using this e.l.f. Electric Nude Palette. Very loved. It's all like, well, that's not what I meant to do at all. I meant to use this guy. Anyway, I would love to. I should look at you when I speak. It's hard. I tend to be, just because of where I'm located, in Spokane, Washington. There's not a lot of content creators here, so I don't get to hang out with them often. I'm really bad at like putting myself out there, to be honest with you guys sometimes. Like I see some girls on Instagram and it's like so easy for them to make friends and like everyone loves them, and I just feel like I'm kind of weird. I'm kind of the odd man out for some reason. Probably a little bit older than a lot of them. And I like alternative fashion sometimes too. And I don't know, but I would love to. I admire so many babes that like, you know, do this too. I would love to do more outings and stuff like that. I think that would be amazing. Hopefully someday. It's interesting that you asked that because that's something I've really been thinking about more lately that I would like to do someday. What's cool is a lot of the trips they go on, it's like planned and plus size friendly. So you can go to like Italy and they'll find ways to like make it a little bit more plus size friendly because traveling like that is so scary when you are plus size. By the way, now my under eyes, you can see they like get darker when I use a different powder. I just use this Ofra one because I didn't know what to do. It's down here, so I was like, that works. Wow, so revolutionary. Shannon's doing a look that's basically the same as the look she wears all the time. Sorry, guys. I don't know what to tell you. I have no sense of like adventure right now because I just can't even think, so we're just going. We're just going. Mystic Wind asked, would we be able to send you a gift? Of course. You do not need to send me anything, but I'm a gift giver, so I get it. I do have a P.O. box. It's down in the bottom of my description box. I'm really bad at checking my P.O. box, but if you do send something, just leave me a comment, or I mean, I check it like once a month, so I'll get it if you send it, but again, you don't need to send me anything, but I also get it because my favorite thing is to give people gifts. I'm a gift giver. I totally understand, and it's very sweet of you to want to. Candace asked, what is your favorite basically, what is your favorite plus size store? And like, who can't go wrong? I think when it comes to, I think that the number one store, always and forever, I'm just gonna keep going, is Torrid. I know that there's a lot of mixed feelings and people will say what they will, but the accessibility, the size, like inclusiveness that Torrid has, the quality, stuff like that, like I understand that people are frustrated with certain aspects of Torrid. I mean, I don't know. My brain is just, I'm so open-minded that I get like, why the things that people have issues with, I don't have issues with, basically. Because they're clearly selling to somebody. They're stuff that you don't like. Like, if I could look on Torrid, I can find a ton of stuff I love. Do I want to wear every single thing? No. If I go on Shein, do I want to wear every single thing? No. Do I go on Boohoo and want to wear every single thing? No. But being someone who literally I shop as part of my job, I don't know, I'm not bothered by it at all because all of these places I can find things that I like and I'm not gonna like everything. And I understand that some people are disappointed with stuff. Sorry to get on a Torrid rant, but it's just been going around a lot lately, but I still think that they're just like, in my opinion, the queen of plus size fashion. And it is, I really do like their stuff and their basics are popping. Like, I mean, I love Torrid as a whole. Torrid was one of the first places that as a plus size person, I was able to shop and actually find stuff that I liked because when I was growing up and when I was young, it was like Lane Bryant and that was it. So I will always have a soft spot for Torrid. My go-to, if someone was like, I need somewhere to shop, I need, like a plus size store, that's where I would send them. I think if you're willing to go online, Reb Dolls is a really, really great choice. I'm actually filming, if I can get to it today, I have notes, I have a whole thing. I'm filming all about my favorite plus size places to shop. I don't know which one of these two would go up first, so if it's up, I'll link it in the description. If not, it'll be up very soon because regardless, I'm going to do it because I sat there and made all the notes. So it is coming, even if I don't film it today. And I go over all of the things. I go over price point, shipping, returns, quality, size range, all of that. And I think that so many stores, it just depends on what you're looking for and who you are as a person, But I think in general, that's my answer. That was a long-winded. Casey asked, I've been watching you for what seems like forever, and I don't think I've ever heard you mention or talk about a significant other. Are you married or dating anyone? I am dating someone. I got out of my long-term relationship, which it was a much different relationship than I'm in now, and that's why I'm a little bit more open with you guys now. If you follow me on Instagram, you see him sometimes. His name is DJ. We've been together for about 1.5 years. And he's a musician, so he totally gets like my YouTube life and everything, and it's amazing. And I feel like we're so similar in the best ways. And he gets me, he gets my anxiety. It's crazy to feel like understood by someone because that's so rare for me. I don't feel like I'm just so emotional and sensitive, and I just look at the world in a different way than a lot of people do. And if you're like a sensitive person, you probably understand that. So to find someone, especially going from past relationships where I've never felt understood to feel understood. So I'm very happy in my relationship. He's wonderful. Yeah, I'm sure you'll see more of him soon. I wanted to film the Seattle trip. There is a tiny vlog on TikTok. Yeah, I did a little vlog of us in Seattle. I was going to do a full vlog for YouTube, but I was just so tired and worn out, you guys. And I was going to try and enjoy it as much as I could. And I knew I was exhausted. I had the sinus infection coming in. And I just, it is what it is. Oh yeah, that's my man. That's my man. Chris asked, what concerts are you going to this year? So, well, I went to Youngblood and then I went to Nothing Nowhere. I went to Paul McCartney, but coming up, I have Bright Eyes next month, which is my favorite band in the world, and I'm going to 3 shows, and please don't let me get sick of those shows. I'm going to be so careful. I'll be so careful. I'm going to be better at, like, pre-filming and getting ready for that. It's less than a month away, so I better figure it out, and I better start feeling good, but I'm going to have to do what I'm going to have to do. So very excited about that. And then I have MGK and Avril Lavigne in July. And then I have Phoebe Bridgers, which also one of my absolute favorites ever. Love her. That's in August. So I think that's all I have planned for now, but I'm very excited about all of them. It's crazy. If you would have just added like Post Malone to the list, I would have been seeing all of my absolute favorite people. I had never seen Nothing Nowhere. I was so excited. Bright Eyes, like it blows my mind. And MGK shows are just always so much fun. I've only been to one, but it was a blast. I'm just taking some black. I'm going to try with this little brush to create that wing. It's going to be like a shadow wing, This brush is so awesome. Because that's a wing, you know? This is the Morphe M213. It's just like this little teeny tiny brush. Love it. Of course, it's not quite as crisp as had I used tape or a shadow shield, but it's not bad. I might honestly like put an actual wing and then just like blend a bunch of black shadow above it. It's a nice soft wing. It's a different look. I really need to keep plucking my brow. I'm sorry, but this is what I have energy for today. I'm feeling better right now sitting here than I thought I was going to. So I think it's nice to have a little bit of a distraction with you guys. I'm a little bit high, but my chair likes to shrink, so I'm just going to leave it for now. And go back in with this little fluffy guy. This is a Morphe 513. Do the tiniest. I went boop into the black. And I'm just going to kind of buff the edges. Oh, that was too much. Oh, that was too much. That's fine. Oh, that's fine. We're just doing super smoky intense. That kind of ruined it, but it's fine. Did it ruin it if we didn't really have a real plan? We had a general idea. I'm gonna go back into that Revolution Pro palette. What are you? The new neutral palette. I'm just gonna take that cream shade, Dreamy. I'm just gonna pack it on the inner part of the lid, kind of brighten that a little bit because I went a little heavier than I wanted to. Like I want it to look messy, like a messy smoky wing, but I don't want it to, you know, be a full smoky eye. Okay, I put like the tiniest wing. What is the best underwear Spanx for those of us with a bigger lower tummy? Thanks. Love your style. Thanks, girl. I like Honey Love. I don't, honestly, I'm not really a shapewear person at all because I have arthritis in my hands and I don't like being uncomfortable. I mean, I have arthritis in my whole body, but it's the worst in my like knees, my ankle, my hand, stuff like that. So it's really hard for me to get into it. But Honey Love makes stuff that's kind of like an everyday bodysuit, the Liftwear Cami bodysuit. I'll do my best to leave you guys a link down below. I think I should still have a 10% off link with them because I just did a TikTok with them and I really like it. Like I would wear it just as like a top. They make really cute ones. They're really comfy. Those are the only ones that I personally have tried that I'm like, yes, I would recommend these 100%. I don't try a lot because again, I don't like being uncomfy, but I really like Honey Love. So I love the bodysuit the most, but if that's not your jam, they do have some panties and I've worn those and they're actually so comfortable. And I feel like they really do hold in the lower belly and like lift and stuff like that. There should be, I'll try and leave the Honey Love review video down below too, because I have a whole video where you can see me try stuff on. How did you meet Acquire Your Meow Meows? Also, Binks, I just love him because he's a doppelganger of my Drizzt. Drizzt? Is that how you say it? Drizzt? If I can speak with this like lisp I have from being sick. My sister, the Queen, and the Beans, Luna and Binks. Luna and Binks are brother and sister. I'm gonna start. I didn't bring my contour palette down, so we're just gonna use this e.l.f. Forever Sunkissed bronzer. My sister used to foster. Anyway, so I've had Queen. She's almost 8 years old, and then the Beans I've had for 4.5 years. Well, they're 4.5. They'll be 5 in July. You guys, my brain is just not working. Can I like start this over again? Yeah, I love my Beans. They're all rescues. They're all fosters. This one, I don't know why this one made me laugh. Okay, this may be an odd question, but what type of accent do you have? And what do you attribute to your interest in fashion, especially more alternative fashion? Thank you. So I'm from the Pacific Northwest. My grandfather's from the South, and I think that because I've been asked before where in the South am I from, which is crazy because I've been to the South like once, if that. But yeah, I don't know. I talk in weird accents sometimes, and I feel like I have the smallest lisp, especially right now. So I was born in Montana. I've lived in Washington. Basically, the house just settled. Basically my entire life. So I don't know. I'm using a little bit of this Shop Miss A So Close Lumi blush. It's my favorite to go with Love from Rare Beauty. It's very similar in tone, and it adds a little bit of shimmer. A little shimmer. I feel like my face is so patchy, you guys, because I've got these dry patches. But we're just gonna keep. What were the other questions? Oh, my interest in fashion. I actually went to school for fashion design, apparel design. I have a degree, a bachelor's in apparel design. I've just always loved it. And back then it's funny because I loved it and I loved creating it, but then I wouldn't really wear what I loved. I very rarely wore dresses because I was in a much different place at that time. Uh, but yeah, so I went to school for fashion and I also worked at Hot Topic for 1,000 years. So I think that's part of where my alternative fashion love came from. Plus I've just always loved it. And I grew up in the time of like, I was a scene kid, you know, so it just stuck. Plus, I'm sure a lot of it obviously is Hot Topic forever. Are you close with your family? How was your childhood? Great. I love my family. I'm very, very blessed. My parents are amazing. Yeah, I'm, you know, I had a great childhood. Very, very loving parents. I know that I am the way I am because of them. Both my mom and my dad are so sweet, kind people, and I know that's why I am who I am. So thanks, Mom and Dad. Actually, this is about to stop, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and put on some mascara and some lashes. I wanted to wear Willow, but I don't know where I put her. We're wearing Willow. Okay, perfect. So that decided to stop, so I just went ahead and put on my lashes. I put on Willow from Shapewear. They're not the most dramatic. They're a little bit shorter and dense, so I don't know. We're just going with it. We're just going with it. I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit of Orb on my inner corner. Always and Forever. Shapewear. It's a pigment. KYLIE, given where this is just loosely inspired by that look, but she brings her eyeliner all the way on the inner corner, and my eyes just, they look too small and too close together when I do that. Personally, how I feel, I don't love that on me, so I took it further in than I normally do, but I didn't take it like in the inner corner. I'm gonna put on some lip liner. This is an Essence lip liner in Because Duh, my favorite. And this, I had 2 of them and I used up the entirety of the last one. So I have this one and then it's gone because they discontinued it, which is a bummer. But they have new ones that I need to try. But when I went to Ulta, they all had been opened and grossed and touched. You guys get me. I am super fair, so I'm gonna go ahead and use a little bit of concealer too to kind of neutralize my lips and lighten my lipstick. I'm gonna look crazy for a second. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. We're gonna use Blushing Rose from e.l.f. because it's sitting here, and that sounds like a plan to me. I will answer another question. I'm gonna clean it up in a second and then add some gloss, but why don't I answer a question? I don't know why I keep looking down. I feel like I'm looking down more than normal. I think there's one more question, which that worked out perfectly. Is there a brand you refuse to work with even if they have or began to have plus size fashion? I think I have like, there's certain brands that I do have some feelings towards, like Abercrombie suddenly having plus size jeans, but they only have plus size jeans. They don't have like a whole plus size range. So I haven't shopped for them yet. A lot of people love their jeans and are saying the plus size jeans are amazing, but I haven't because I just feel weird about it. I don't know if I'm ready yet. That's one of the stores that I just have feelings about that they've been so fat phobic for so long. I do think that if they like came out with a full range and they were doing great, I feel like everyone can change. Everyone starts somewhere. So I think if they did it in the right way, like I still might try the jeans because you guys ask for it all the time. And I'm here for you guys. Uh, but yeah, I don't know. And I have mixed feelings about the Zara thing. And then because they're doing a collaboration with Good American, which goes up to size 30, but they're only doing it online and it's only Good American jeans. So there's no tops. So that feels weird too, to like try and go somewhere and like you can't even buy. And what is like this obsession with plus size jeans? Like I love, don't get me wrong, like I get it. American Eagle is kind of the same way. And I have shopped from them before. Their XXL though does run large, so it is like an 1820. So I don't know. I have feelings. So again, I don't know. You never know the vibe. People change. So I wouldn't say there really is, but I do have feelings. There might be contingencies. Does that make sense? Like if the right amount of effort is done, I would work with any brand. If they're moving in the right direction and doing, you know, trying to be more inclusive. Yes. But if it's like, I don't know, you know, you guys know what I'm saying. I'm gonna clean this up now. I just made my under eyes too light, but where's no going back now? No going back now. All right, loves. So this is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I can see one tiny hair. And I did not use hairspray today, so I am just, you know, we're just a mess, but that's okay. Thank you for bearing with me. Sorry for the sick voice. I know you guys understand. Thank you for all of your questions. I will definitely do another Q&A very soon. I love doing this for you guys. I love being able to connect with you and like answer questions and stuff like that. I really want to do like a body positive Q&A where we talk a lot about like body image, self-love, all the sorts of things. So if you guys would be into that, let me know down in the comments. If you made it to the end, leave, what should we leave? How about if you made it to the very end, will you leave the little sparkle emoji? Just because I love it. And if you can't, just say sparkle or whatever you want to put down in the comments. Thank you again to Dossier for partnering with me on a tiny portion of this video. I do greatly appreciate it. Yeah, I think that is everything. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. Again, thank you for being patient with me. And I know you guys wouldn't care if I took weeks off, but I'd miss you too much. So if I can come back, as soon as I can come back, that's what I'm going to do. Thankfully, I get to work from home and I can do all of this from home. But anyway, I'ma stop. I love you so much. Thank you so much for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Share it if you could. It does help me out so much. And please subscribe if you haven't already. I upload videos normally every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Okay, I think that's it. I love you guys. I will talk to you soon. Bye. Just booped foundation right on my black shirt. Yeah. Oh my gosh, kids, did you just break that? Binks. Oh my gosh, you guys, did you hear that? The amount of snot noises I'm gonna have to cut out of this. Gross. Luna Marie. Those are my empties. I have a bag of empties to film a video. She's just like, these are for me. Plopping that on. Pretend like I'm from Jersey. Because that's all I can do. I don't have a highlight on. No wonder I feel wrong.